And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Week 4 football action here on TSSR Game Stream Live. I am Jeff Borders, once again joined by Chris Frankhauser. And Chris made the trip up here to Peoria Heights High School as the 2-1 Spartans take on the 1-2 Peoria Heights Patriots.
Yeah, a gorgeous evening here. Almost a full moon to the south. And if you haven't been to Peoria Heights, and you'll see here as we're filming tonight, kind of a unique setup for a football stadium, almost like a half bowl, almost like you would see in a gymnasium. The bleachers and the seating are all on the north side of the field, and the field down at ground level, and this is built up, a few feet. So a good, clean view for tonight's contest between the Patriots and the Spartans, the old Pearland Conference foes back a few years ago before Peoria Heights made the jump to 8-man football.
And something that we were discussing before we went live on air, 25 years ago, I won't say to the day, but 25 years ago was the first game here at Peoria Heights. The 95 season was the first game that we played Peoria Heights. That was a homecoming game in Bushnell. And then my senior year, 96, was the first away game here on a Saturday.
And I think I did that game back in the day.
I wish I could say I played in that game. I was there for about a quarter, and then I was out the rest of the game. But
I won't regale the funny story that we had happen in the press box about a starter's pistol and it getting fired off near my head.
You are listening to the JoJo's Gaming Parlor pregame show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street, Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Chris, the Spartans coming in tonight 2-1. Shortened week as they come from the loss on Saturday to West Central High School. And grab my phone real quick because I'm pretty sure Peoria Heights coming in with just the opposite record of 1-2, but coming off a win, their first win last week against Ashland.
Right.
Of course, Peoria Heights is in the North Division of the 8-Man Football League. Bushnell Prairie City in the south.
Correct.
Going to hear some new names tonight as Shane Shin looks to be out for the season with a knee injury. I don't know I've heard some rumors.
Right.
I guess we'll call them, Chris. I haven't heard the actual. I know there's some ligaments and some tendons that have been
damaged.
That have been damaged, and that he is lost for the season.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, Jim Matson here from WEK stopped me on the way up and was asking about last week, and I said, well, he's, I think, pretty well done for the season. I hadn't heard it officially, but I knew, we were talking something pretty severe.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate,
right.
And I don't want to say the
right.
wrong things. I just know it's a knee injury, and it's a pretty serious injury. I mean, I saw him before the game. He's got the immobilization brace on it.
Right.
I mean, he's able to walk on it, but
that's
Shane's
about it.
Shane's
That's
also
about
a tough kid.
Yeah.
I mean, some
right.
people may not even go walking on it.
Right,
so.
right.
Well, we are only about 2.5 minutes away here from game time, as Chris said, in the bowl at Peoria Heights High School here in Peoria, Illinois. And one of the things that Chris didn't mention, and we've mentioned every time we do a game here, it used to be on the radio. Now you'll actually be able to see. As I'll do something here real quick, since I have control of the camera, since Dwayne's not around, I'm going to zoom out if you're watching, and that's the view we actually have right there. So that's how far away we are from the field. Luckily with technology, we'll be able to bring you guys in closer to the action, but we are, as we've always said, we're a good 45, 50 yards away from action here.
Yeah. But like I said, the one good thing about it is that it's clear. I mean, you really, other than a couple light poles in front of it, just your vantage point is not really obstructed at all.
As the Peoria Heights Patriots here in front of us getting ready to take the field as they're gathering, as Chris said, all the bleachers here are on the this side of the field. Bushnell Prairie City fans on the left, Peoria Heights fans on the right, and the Patriots team walking down the stairs down into the playing surface.
And I know you mentioned that first game here. For a long time, we played on Saturday afternoons. Yep. And just in the last probably, 15 maybe years or so? 20?
I actually asked one of the guys up here. I asked him if he remembered when they got lights here on the field, and he was like, I'm not for sure, man. I said, it's been a while, and I said, it was 25 years ago that I played here in my senior year. I said, we had to play on Saturdays because there was no lights. And I know it continued that for a while, but I do know, about the mid-2000s, around the Clay Bricker time of the Bushnell Prairie City Avon time. I know that was one of the first Friday night games that I came to here.
Right, and like I said, I think I remember early days, maybe 2 or 3 trips over here on Saturdays to do the BPC.
So as we're getting ready for kickoff, I'm going to welcome the Peoria Heights fans here for watching. I know there was some issues with their live feed that normally is on their Facebook page, so we have shared our feed with them. We'll apologize to begin with. We're a kind of a biased announce crew here, but we'll try to keep it as unbiased as possible.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see Jacob Brown, number 20, and 16, Sean Link back at the typical 2 that have seen back for BPC this year. And it looks like number 3 is going to tee the ball up for the Patriots. Augie Coleman, freshman. I'll tee it up for the Patriots.
Your eyes are better than mine because I had no clue what that number was. I was going to wait for the PA announcer to.
I actually looked up from the charts to see him go towards the 40-yard line with the number back. That from here, no. I agree. I would not be able to see that number from the side.
So ball is teed up, and we're ready to go. Action here from Peoria Heights High School. It's going to be a high kick. It's going to bounce at about the 23-yard line. Going to be filled. It's going to be falling on right there at about the 22, 21-yard line, it looks like.
That almost looked like a pitching wedge shot, and it just hit about the 20-yard line. And instead, we've seen a lot of kicks bounce towards the returners. Well, that thing just hit at the 20 and just kind of spun in place. And Brown doing a good job falling on it for BPC, and they'll start 1st and 10 from their own 21.
Opening possession here of the contest. It's going to be a split backfield for the Spartans. Hensley's going to take the snap. He's going to hand off to Dalton Horwittle. He's going to be dropped for a loss of, it looks like, about 3. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 now. Correction. Looks like, loss about 3. There's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 for the Spartans.
Ball loss of 3 yards, 2nd down, 13.
Be interesting, Chris, to see how the Spartans come out. We saw how they were kind of deflated last week with the loss of Shin, and see how with the week of practice how they managed his loss.
Hensley on a keeper, it looks like.
It'll be an option play to the far side. Looks like he's going to get back near the original line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 10.
Apologize to the Patriot fans. The play on the far side of the field with the dark numbers is, until it's going to get a little dark and the lights take better effect, we're going to have some issues when the plays go to the far side of being able to see the numbers to pass along.
And I'll try to look over the cameraman's shoulder as much as I can to see if I can get numbers coming off the pile. And
so we will call that a gain of 3 back to the original line of scrimmage for BPC.
2 wide receivers, and we're going to have flags.
Several flags on the field. False start penalty against the Spartans.
So with a false start penalty, he's going to mark him back 5 yards. He's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 now for the Spartans.
Just underway, 10:38 to play here in the first quarter.
Looks like a 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver set this time. Hensley in the shotgun. He's going to drop back, look to pass. got time. He's going to throw it over the middle. He's going to overthrow his would-be receiver.
It's Jacob Brown.
Yeah, Jacob Brown. He was wide open around right around the 31-yard line, but it's going to be overthrown. It's going to bring up a 4th and 15 for the Spartans.
Connor Barnes on the coverage, it looked like, for the Patriots. And it looks like number 2 dropping back deep. Richardson to receive the punt.
Good snap. And I don't know if that was partially blocked or just a bad punt, but it's going to go out of
the side of the foot.
It's going to go out of bounds at about the 24. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like the 23-yard line.
Yep.
So Patriots going to take over their first possession of the contest deep in Spartan territory. 10-16 here in the first quarter. No score as Peoria Heights is about to start their first possession of the ball game. Barnes, the quarterback for the Patriots. He's going to look to throw. He's going to be a quarterback keeper right up the middle. Plenty of running room. It's finally going to get cut down by, looks like Ben Powell, but not before he gets it to about the 15-yard line.
I'll call it the 16, just short of the 15.
Still going to get a gain of about 7. Going to bring up a second. We'll call it a long 3.
Call a gain of 7 yards, the second down and a long 3.
Barnes in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 1 setback with him. He's going to look to throw to the near side, has a wide open receiver in the flats.
85, it looks like, on the catch.
Pass complete to 85, Caden Ahart.
Caden Ahart.
Tackle made by 16, Sean Link.
That'll be enough for a Patriot first down all the way down to around the 9-yard line. We'll bring up a 1st and goal now for the Patriots. It's going to be under center now. It's going to be a toss sweep to the far side with Richardson. He's going to try to get to the corner. He's going to be stood up finally out there by, it looks like
Brown.
Yep, looks like number 20, Brown, on the tackle. Looks like a gain of maybe about 2. Bring up a 2nd and goal from the 7.
9 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. No score.
Barnes under center once again. Richardson, the lone setback. Going to be a toss sweep here to the near side now. Going to have a good block that's going to seal that in, and he's going to be able to run it in for the 7-yard touchdown.
Richardson, the scramble, 6-yard touchdown run on the near sideline.
So with 8:42 in the opening quarter here, it is 6-0 after the 7-yard touchdown run by Richardson for Peoria Heights.
Prairie City, 0.
We're going to line up for the 2-point conversion, shotgun formation. Going to drop back, going to look to throw. Pass is going to be behind the intended receiver. Looks like that was number
80. Again.
Yep, Ahart again, the intended receiver. So the two-point conversion is no good. 8:42 remaining in the first quarter. The score is 6-0 here from Peoria Heights High School. We'll be right back.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop.
Welcome back here to Peoria Heights High School here in Peoria, Illinois. 6-0 to score. The host Patriots on top of the Spartans. Kickoff's going to go down to about the 20-yard line. It's going to be fielded by, I think that's Brown on the reception. not on the reception, but on the kick return, and he's going to have it up across the 30 to about the 30.
Jackson Finney on the stop, a junior for the Patriots.
They're going to place the ball, I think, just at the 33-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Spartans now. Second possession of the contest, trailing 6-0. Split backfield, 2 wide receiver set for the Spartans. Hensley going to hand off second back through.
Powell.
Ben Powell, he's got a nice run. He's going to run over one of his own players and then finally gets pushed out of bounds. He's going to have a gain, give him.
Close to the first down, and they're moving at 6.
They're going to have a first down. It's a gain of 12 for Powell.
Knocked out of bounds by 15, Cameron Williams, and 24, Connor Barnes.
Barnes and Cameron Williams, 15 on the stop for the Patriots.
They actually marked it at a gain of 11. Still a first down, but.
Nice run for Ben on his first carry of the night.
This time a tight formation with 2 setbacks. Going to hand off to Horwittle, far side. Harwood is going to turn the corner, power his way forward, carry a would-be tackler with him.
He's going to be close.
He's going to be up. Looks like they're going to mark him just short of 9-yard gain for Horwittle. Ahart on the tackle for the Patriots.
So these first 2 plays of the second drive, much better look out of the blocking out of the BPC line. And a first down and a gain of 9. It gets into Patriot territory at the 46. And they move the chains. First down for BPC, gain of 10.
2 plays, 2 first downs for the Spartans. 2 wide outs, split backfield once again for the Spartans. This time he's going to drop back, look to pass throw over the middle to a would-be receiver. That's Brown. Once again, Hensley just overshoots him on the pass. If he would have let him out there, he had a few steps on the would-be coverage.
Nice little slant move towards the inside. And like you said, he had some open space in front of him. And we have seen when those 2 connect and Jake's got a little bit of open room, it's been successful thus far through the first 3 games.
Bring up a 2nd and 10 now for the Spartans. Ball on the Patriot 46-yard line. 4 wide receivers set this time. Hensley, the lone individual in the backfield. He's going to drop back. He's going to look to pass. Plenty of time. He's going to air one down the far sideline. He's got a receiver, and that is incomplete. I couldn't tell if he caught it or not with the distance we had, but looked like he just let him a little bit too much, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 10 now for the Spartans.
That'll stop the clock with 7:57 to play here in the opening quarter. 6-0 lead for the Patriots.
I had someone ask me the other day. They was like, "Why do you guys keep giving the score? It's usually on the computer." I'm like, "We come from radio. It's what we do.
Well,
we're not used to it being on there."
And I've said to that, you never know. People might just have listen to the audio, step
True.
out of the room at times. So
3 wide receivers far side, 1 near side, shotgun formation. Hensley's going to drop back. This time he's going to be under pressure, roll out near side. Throw on the run. That's going to be off the hands of Horwittle.
Coverage on the play by 23.
So that'll bring up a 4th and 10 now for the Spartans.
Jackson Finney on the coverage for the Patriots. And they say you can't take the radio out of us. It's forced to have it.
13 years you get used to doing something. 3 wide receivers near side, 1 far side, shotgun formation. Hensley back to pass, has time, looking, still looking, going to chuck one over the middle now, and it is going to be broken up. Brown, the intended receiver, once again.
Myron Richardson on the pass deflection for the Patriots.
So Patriots will take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
They will take over 1st and 10, 46-yard line.
Patriots going to come out 2 wide receivers, 1 setback, quarterback in the shotgun. That's Barnes. He's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to look to throw over the middle, and that was just going to be too tall for his Jackson Finney, the intended receiver, is going to go through his hands. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10 now for the Patriots. Correction. Ahart, the intended receiver. I couldn't see the number. I was going by.
So that'll stop the clock with 7:36 to play. First quarter, 6-0 lead for the Patriots.
Toss sweep to the near side here. And once again, he's going to have all sorts of running room. He's going to get finally wrapped up at about the 10-yard line.
Jacob Brown on the stop.
Touchdown saving tackle.
44 yards on the play.
Call a 36-yard gain.
That's 44 from the Patriots' 46 to the 10. Now the PA said 36.
First and goal. 10-yard line.
So it'll be first and goal for the Patriots once again. Ball on their own 10-yard line. Quarterback straight up the middle, and he's not even going to get touched until he's 7 yards into the backfield, and he's just going to run it straight into the end zone. Kept waiting for the signal from one of the officials. So 7:07 here in the first quarter. Makes the score 12-0 Patriots. Looks like they're going to line up for the 2-point conversion once again. Line in tight, split backfield. Going to look to pass out of it. He's going to throw it over the middle. And it's going to be good as he actually threw that into double coverage, but he was able to come up with it.
Pass complete to 85. Caden Ahart.
Ahart on the reception, and the 2-point conversion is good. So here with 7:07 remaining in the first quarter, it is the Peoria Heights 14, Bushnell Prairie City Spartans 0. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank of friendly service to call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Prairie City is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. And Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all the BPC athletes good luck this season. So Peoria Heights comes out here after their second touchdown of the first quarter. On top 14-0, they will do the kicking off to the Spartans. Spartans had something going there, it looked like, on that last drive, and then kind of went to the air and got behind and had to stay going to the air once it got 3rd and 4th and 10, and kind of got away from what was working for them.
Yeah, had a couple of successful running plays there on that second possession. Coleman with the kick for the Patriots.
Going to bounce it around the 29. Finally going to be fielded. That's Lane Huffman. Lane's name we called quite a bit in the JV game on Monday. He's going to have it returned up to around the 33-yard line.
On the kickoff. Hoffman took the return to the 33-yard line. Spartans will start first and 10 from the 33.
So the Spartans will take over first and 10. Ball on their own 33-yard line. The line's going to be in tight, split backfield. Hensley in the shotgun. It's going to be a quick pitch here to the near side.
Is that Horwittle?
That is Horwittle on the run.
Nice
He's going to have it across the 50. Nope, I'm sorry, that's Ben Powell. No, that is Horwittle. Never mind. The 10 and the 8 actually were kind of giving me a hard time to see there, but he's going to have that into Patriot territory to the 49-yard line.
18 yards on the play.
Gain of 16 yards, first and 10 Spartans, 49-yard line.
Same formation for the Spartans. Going to run the top quick pitch to the other direction.
Powell.
This time it is Ben Powell.
Ooh, got upended a little bit there. Is going to gain maybe a yard on the play. 2.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to mark it at about the 48-yard line, so gain of 1 yard for Powell to bring up a 2nd and 9. Where they were first standing, I was like, well, it looks like he's going to get 2 yards. And split backfield for the Spartans. Bad snap. Going to be tackled in the backfield. It was a low snap, and the combination of the low snap and Hensley looking to pitch before he got the snap is going to result in a fumble and a loss of about 5 yards for the Spartans.
5 yards.
Actually, it looks like a closer loss of 6 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 for the Spartans.
And just like we saw in the previous drive, 3rd and long, 4th and long, you kind of limited, you would expect to see a pass out of the offense.
2 wide receivers. open receiver down the middle of the field.
It's
It's going
caught.
to be caught.
Touchdown.
And that is Brown on the reception, and that is going to be a 54-yard touchdown reception for Bushnell Prairie City.
Now that combination's hit for some. That's the third 50-plus touchdown connection between Hensley and Brown. We had a 76 and a 90 in week 2 against Farmer City Blue Ridge, and gets the Spartans on the board.
BPC going to come out 2-point conversion. Line in tight, split backfield. Quick pitch near side with Horwittle. He's going to try to turn the corner, but there's just way too many red jerseys out there for him. It's going to be no good on the 2-point conversion. 5:14 to go here in the first quarter. 14-6, the host Peoria Heights Patriots on top of the Bushnell Prairie City Spartans.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And we're back here at Peoria Heights High School. Bushnell Prairie City finally reaching pay dirt on a 54-yard pass from Hensley to Brown.
Brian Bittner teeing it up for BPC. Cannot make out the number. I think it's Richardson, number 2 back deep for the Patriots. About his own 22.
And low line drive kick, but it's going to drive the return man back all the way inside the 10. He's finally going to pick it up. He's going to bring it near side. He's got a lot of running room here on the near side. He's going to get a block, cut back against the grain, finally back towards the near sideline once again. And he's going to have it across the 50. So after kind of a muffed fielding of the kick, he's going to return it all the way into BPC territory.
I believe that's number 18 on this stop. I thought it was 10 at first, but now walking off the field. Yeah, I think it is 10. Horwittle. Nope, 16, Sean Link. On the possible touchdown saving tackle there for BPC.
So 1st and 10 from the BPC 49-yard line. Peoria Heights will start their third possession of the contest. Going to be a toss sweep to the far side.
Richardson.
And once again, he's going to have a really good gain all the way down to the 35-yard line.
Brought down by number 7, Sam Hensley. And number 16, Sean Lee. That scramble by Richardson is good enough for a Patriot first down.
About a 14-yard gain on that.
35-yard line.
Peoria Heights doing a really good job of sealing that end on the I guess it'd be the corner on that side. The wide receiver doing really good job on those runs of sealing them inside.
Yeah, they've had a lot of success with those outside runs thus far.
And yeah, I was going to say the far side wide receiver just a half step early before the snap. That'll be a 5-yard mark off or bring up a 1st and 15, and they move the ball back to the 40-yard line.
First penalty on the Patriots tonight.
So the Patriots will come out with 2 wide receivers, 1 set back in the backfield, quarterback in shotgun. He's going to drop back, and he's going to do a little swing pass out here to the near side. And it's going to be a
Caleb Gillen, 17 on the catch.
gain of 7, Chris?
I'll call it a gain of, yeah, we'll call it 7.
Second down and 7.
Going to bring up a 2nd down and 7 here for the Patriots. Two wide receivers, one setback, quarterback in the shotgun once again. Drop back, look to pass, a little screen pass here to the near side. Not a whole lot of running room on that one. Almost broke, as I say that, he almost broke the tackle. He's going to have a short gain of maybe 2, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
23 on the catch. Jackson Finney. Ben doing a good job of hanging on there and not letting, as you said, if Ben doesn't hang on there, he's going to pick up another 5+ yards likely on that play.
Yeah, there were 3 white shirts. 2 of them overran the play, and as you said, Powell was able to hang on to the foot. Two wide receivers, one setback, quarterback under center this time. Toss sweep, going to fake it, going to keep it. He's going to be under pressure. He's going to shake the pressure, throw the ball down the middle of the field. And it's going to be caught for a touchdown.
...30-yard touchdown pass.
As Barnes able to break the pressure in the backfield and then just kind of threw it up for grabs as there's two receivers and 2 defenders right there in the same area, and Ahart able to come down with it. It'll make it 20-6 now, 2:28 in the first quarter. 2-point conversion on the way. He's going to look to throw again. He's going to be under pressure. We're all at the far side. Throw one towards the back of the end zone. This time he's going to overthrow his would-be receiver. So with 2:28 remaining here in the second quarter, it is 20-6. The Peoria Heights Patriots on top of the Bushnell Prairie City Spartans. Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell, for over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell have been serving the local community's needs for the personal and business bank, as well as home and agriculture lending and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or the drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is member FDIC equal housing lender. And M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is the mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop in and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 772-2111. So kind of a high-scoring contest here to begin with, Chris. As it's 20-6, 2:28 remaining here in the first quarter.
Number 3, Augie Coleman, back to kick. Number 1, Lane Huffman.
This kick's going to go to the far side. Looks like it's going to be fielded. I think that's Lane Huffman once again.
It is.
He's going to take it straight up the middle, break a tackle, break one more tackle.
Race.
As I say, he's just got one guy to outrun, and this one is finally going to bring him down, but not before he gets all the way down inside the Patriot 30-yard line.
Finney on the stop and a huge run back, going to be marked at the Patriot 30-yard line for BPC.
They will start in great field territory, 1st and down. Catching 1st and 10.
Of course, if you tuned in for the game Thursday or Monday night, the JV game, Lane was all over the place, 240-some yards rushing in that contest. So seeing that's not a surprise from him. Another bad snap for the Spartans. He's just going to kind of pitch it out there. This is going to turn out in their favor, though.
Powell on the carry.
Hensley literally pitched that around another would-be defender out there to Powell. And Powell's going to turn what would have been a 4 or 5 yard loss into a, we're going to call it a 4-yard gain.
Down to a minute 50 to play here in the opening quarter.
2nd and 6 now for the Spartans.
Ball out, and the Patriots are on it. Horrido on the carry for BPC.
I still don't.
23, Jackson Finney on the recovery for the
I know the crossbuck play is a great play when you have 11 players on the field, but when you have people unaccounted for rushing, that extra time it takes to fake just doesn't seem to work a whole lot.
So a good kickoff return. Now turnover to Peoria Heights, who are up 20-6 with a minute 40 to go here in the opening quarter.
I think this is part of the learning curve of 8-man football on plays that work, plays that don't work. Peoria Heights takes over 2 wide receivers. Going to be a pitch to the lone tailback in the back, and this time they're going to force him out of bounds.
I think that's Richardson on the carry, and he's going to lose a yard, it looks like, on the play. Brown and Horwittle on the stop.
Well, there's loss of 2 yards on that to bring up a 2nd and 12. Two wide receivers, one, I would say, tight end.
Right.
This time going to fake the slant.
Oh!
He faked the swing route out here again and then went to the slant route and just overthrew his receiver. Tip drill almost ended up in Spartan hands, but either way, the ball's going to land on the ground.
Right. I think it was 23 Finney on the intended receiver and just off the hands of Sam Hensley on that play.
So bring up a 3rd and 12. I'll say that's the first time PPC's had them 3rd and long.
Yeah, they had 3rd and 5 on the one drive.
So PPC going to have 3 down linemen on this play. 2 wide receivers, 1 setback for the Patriots. Going to drop back, going to look to throw, going to throw it over the middle, and it's going to be caught. And that's going to be enough for a first down. They were playing for the pass, and there was no one even around the receiver.
Gain of about 12.
First down, nice play by the Patriot. First and 10, 42-yard line. Clock continues to run.
So was that gain of 14 because it was 3rd and 12.
Yep, you're right. That is 14. I said 12.
So 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. Ball on the ground. Quarterback's just going to pick it up, though, and run it up the middle, and he's going to turn what would have been nothing into something. He's going to have a gain.
About 7.
Looks like 6 or 7. Gain of 6. It'll bring up a 2nd and 4.
Clock down to 15 seconds to play here in the opening quarter. That'll be the final play of the first quarter, 20-6 in favor of the Patriots here after 1.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
And welcome back here to Peoria Heights High School. I'm going to swap the field here. And as we kind of said last week at this, the ball was right on the 49 last week. This week it's the exact same thing. So they're just going to move the ball to the other side of the 50, and the teams will switch ends. Patriots still have the ball 2nd and 4 here to begin the second quarter. 20-6 the score. The Patriots on top of the Spartans. So 2nd and 4 from their own 49-yard line. They're going to come out and looks like an I-back formation. One receiver is going to be a straight-up handoff from there. And he's going to spin off what would have been.
Richardson still not down.
He originally got it back to the line of scrimmage, but then he spun off the tacklers and was going to get wrapped up then, I think, 2 yards back in the backfield.
And they're going to mark it there.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
Once you break contact like that, there is no forward momentum or forward progress, I guess is what it is. And so
a loss of 2 instead of a 3rd and that's a long 5. I'd say 7.
That's a long 6. So 3rd and long here for the Patriots. Going to come out 2 wide receivers, 1 setback. Drop back, look to pass, quick slant over the middle. He's got a man that's open. Ahart once again, the receiver. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's going to have it down to the 43-yard line, it looks like.
First and 10, 43-yard line. Nice pass from Barnes to Ahart. To convert the third down play.
1st and 10 now for the Patriots. Quarterback under center, that's Barnes. He's going to just run it straight up the middle. And he's going to have it down the far sideline. He's going to cut it back into traffic, finally get brought down at around the 20-yard line.
Sean Link on the stop for BPC.
Gain of 23 for Barnes on the quarterback keeper.
Nothing fancy there, Jeff.
No.
Just took the snap and right up the middle. And we've seen a couple of successful plays out of that for Barnes and the Patriots.
Quarterback sneak, toss sweep, and throw it to 85. That's what you got. Barnes under center again. Toss sweep to the near side.
Richardson again.
And once again, they're going to seal the end pretty well. He's going to make some guys miss and finally going to get brought down, but not before he's inside the 5, down to around the 3-yard line.
17 yards on the carry. Sam Hensley on the stop for BPC.
Richardson weaves his way on the near sideline. Good block by 85. Caden Ahart to spring away.
You talked about that early on, Jeff. Wide receivers doing a really nice job of blocking and opening some lanes for the running backs as they go to the outside.
1st and goal, ball on the 3-yard line for the Patriots. Quarterback under center. And quarterback sneak right up the middle, and he'll be in for the touchdown.
Quarterback keeper in for a Patriot touchdown. 3-yard run. Good walking by the big guys up front. 69, Wrigley Williams.
Score coming with 9:25 to play in the first half.
Patriots will go for the 2-point conversion.
So the 2-point conversion, it looks like, split backfield for the Patriots. He's going to look to throw, looking, and
caught.
Yep, one of the 23. Finney on the 2-point conversion reception. So with 9:25 to go in the first half, it is 28-6. The Patriots on top of the Spartans. Heil Enterprise and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road, near or far. Also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis at Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call 309-775-3333. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring.
Couple of scores if we've got time here before kickoff. Knoxville 14, United 0.
And we're back here to the kickoff. It's going to be just a squib kick up the middle, try to keep it away from Huffman. He's going to come up and try to get it anyways. Finally picks it up, and he's going to turn it straight up the middle of the field. Now he's going to come down near sideline. Going to drag a player with him. Finally gets brought down at about the Spartan 45-yard line.
Ahart on the stop.
I think that kick, Chris, was intentional to try to keep it away from Huffman, and he still came up and got it.
Right, and still out of got a pretty decent return for BPC. 1st and 10, as you said, just knows the football, just short of the Spartan 45.
I know we got a lot of football here, Chris, but this, I feel, is an important drive for the Spartans. They need to put some points up on this drive.
It's not necessarily maybe about it. I mean, points, obviously, but I think just for, we saw get down a little bit last week and get a big hole in here. Like you said, get something. Hensley going to be stopped for a loss of about 2 on the play.
Hensley on the option to the near side is not going to go anywhere. He's going to lose, as Chris said, around 2 yards. I think last week was a different monster than this one. As we've had last week, we couldn't do anything. This week we're moving the ball. We're just shooting ourselves in the foot with turnovers, and then
just missing on missed on a couple of passes, and
28-6, definitely need to cut into that lead right now. Hensley going to look to pass here on 2nd and long, going to roll out far side. Going to throw it, and it is caught on the far sideline.
Yep.
It is number 10, Horwittle, Dalton Horwittle on the reception. So good job to cut that 2nd and long down to about a 3rd and 4.
I was going to say gain of 8.
Call an 8-yard gain, 3rd down and 4.
Split backfield, 2 wide receivers. This time it's going to be a pitch to the near sideline.
Horwittle.
Going to have a flag on the play, so no matter what happens here, this play is coming back. Horwittle was the receiver, but I think we're going to have a hold right here at about the 45-yard line. No. It's going to be a penalty against
Peoria Heights.
Peoria Heights.
That run's going to go down to about the 30, so it would have been an 18-yard gain for Horwittle. So decline the penalty, take the first down.
Yeah, usually where that's thrown and the way the run come this way, I just automatically assumed that was going to be a hold right there. And
maybe a sideline warning on Peoria Heights to call?
I think so. Or the official was trying to fly. Split backfield, going to be a handoff to Ben Powell off the far side. Ben's going to cut it up through the hole. And
still on his feet, maybe 3 on the play.
I saw Ben go in the hole, and I saw a white shirt come out on the other side that fell down. So.
Right. Oh, nope. Gain of 2. Barnes on the stop for the Patriots. 7:45 to play here in the first half. 28-6 lead for the Patriots.
2nd 8 here for the Spartans. As I said, this is kind of a must-score situation. Offset eye here to the near side. They're going to try to hand it off to Horwittle up the middle, but that play was read right off the bat. And as soon as Horwittle took the handoff, he was met in the backfield.
That's going to be a loss back to the line of scrimmage, a loss of 2. And as you said, as soon as Dalton Horwittle got the football, he was met as soon as Hensley gave him the football.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 now for the Spartans. And that's kind of like on that long 2nd down play. They don't have to get all 10 yards here on one play. Just get it in short, make it more manageable on 4th down. Looks like they're going to come out with a 2 wide receiver near side, 1 far side. Hensley going to roll out. He's going to be under pressure. He's going to pull it down, look to throw. Now he's going to look to run, and he's going to get it up close to a first down. He's going to have about a 7-yard, maybe an 8-yard gain, depending on where they spot it.
Well, it looks like it's going to be about 4th and 2, 4th and 3.
4th and 3, so a 7-yard gain for Hensley.
That's a better spot than I thought. I thought the ball maybe back about the 25-yard line.
So here's the manageable 4th down we were looking for. Power eye, handoff to Ben Powell. And
Barnes blows it up in the backfield.
Twice now they've lined up in that formation, and both times Peoria Heights has sent the house. So a turnover on downs for the Spartans to bring up a 1st and 10 now for the Patriots on their own 23-yard line.
6:32 to play here in the first half.
26-yard line.
1st and 10, 26-yard line.
We didn't get the score, so we have to flip that. Now we have to
hold and get
the ball
back. Right.
Yes. 2 wide receivers, 1 setback. Barnes in the shotgun. He's going to be under pressure, and he's just going to loft one down the near side. A lot of white shirts. It's going to be intercepted by Hensley.
Oh, lost his footing.
He tried to make a cut, and that foot just slipped right out from underneath of him. But we got the stop and the turnover that we wanted. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 50.
And I was a little concerned. Sam went down kind of awkwardly. I was a little concerned about the ankle or knee, but he pops right back up into the huddle. And as you said, 1st and 10, nose of the football right at the 50-yard line. Now we got the turnover. Now we got to get points.
Yeah. I would have liked to have gotten points, got the turnover, and got points.
Right.
We'll take it anyway.
Well,
we can
and
get it here.
it's key because, of course, Peoria Heights is going to start with the football in the second half.
2 wide receivers near side, 1 far side, 1 setback. Hensley going to drop back. Plenty of time, plenty of protection. He's going to loft one down the near sideline.
Got him.
Has a wide open receiver, Ben Powell. And Ben just says, I'm not trying to juke you. I'm just going to run you over.
We'll take it from the 50 down to about the 8, a gain of 42.
So it'll be 1st and goal now for the Spartans on the Patriot 8-yard line.
First and goal, Bristol Prairie City. 8-yard line.
5:55 to play here in the first half.
Split setback, 2 wide receivers. Quick pitch here to the near side.
Nope, Horwood.
He's going to be drugged down at about the 5-yard line, it looks like. So it'll be a 2nd and goal now. Ball just inside. Oh, no, they're going to move it back just outside the 5-yard line. Split backfield, 2 wide receivers here for the Spartans, 3 down linemen. High snap. Hensley's just going to fall on it all the way back at the 20-yard line. A loss of 15 on the bad snap, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal now from the 20, Chris.
Again, you talked about it with that snap. Now we've got 3rd and goal from the 15, and again, don't necessarily have to get it all here, but you want to get a lot, and BPC is going to take a timeout here with 5:16 to play in the first half.
Back here to Peoria Heights High School. 28-6 the score here, 5:16 remaining in the first half. Spartans have the ball at the Patriot 20-yard line. The downside to that, it is 3rd and goal from the Patriot 20-yard line.
The play right before the timeout, bad snap, and a loss of about 12 back to the 20. So 3rd and goal from the 20 for BPC, down 28-6.
And we're going to have a flag before the play gets started.
Push us back 5 more. Yep.
So a false start against Bushnell Prairie City. It's going to move it back to the 25-yard line, so we'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 25. Going to drop back, look to pass here on this long 3rd down. He's got plenty of room to run. He's going to throw back across the field, not even close to the would-be receiver. I don't know why he didn't pull that down. There was no one in front of him, Chris.
Yeah, he could have gotten a big chunk of yardage there and threw it back across. And he said the ball short and the intended receiver, Jacob Brown. So that'll stop the clock with 5:09 to play. 4th and goal from the 25 for the Spartans.
He had at least 10 yards that he could have ran forward on that play. So a 4th and goal, ball on the 25-yard line. This is your all-or-nothing play here,
right,
Chris. Hensley going to drop back, the lone person in the backfield. He's going to throw it down the middle of the field. And no receiver in the area of where he threw it. He had 2 down the center of the field.
Powell and Horwood?
Yeah, but no one on the outside. The closest looked like Bittner, but he was back around the 10-yard line.
Right.
That ball was thrown into the corner of the end zone, so it'll be a turnover on downs for the Spartans.
Well, can we force another turnover here with just a second over 5 minutes left? And I'm like you, is this ticks on later, and with the Patriots getting the football in the second half, I think it's crucial. We've got to get a stop and put some points on the board here in the next 5 minutes.
Yep. Patriots come out, 2 wide receivers. Quarterback's going to a little swing pass out to the far side, and he's going to have a gain of about 9. Ahart once again on the reception.
Dalton Hupman on the stop on the far side for BPC.
Spartans called a gain of 8 yards, second down and 2.
So we'll bring up a second, and they're calling it 2. Two wide receivers, 1 setback, quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's going to look to swing pass. Now he's going to pull it down. He's got plenty of room to run. He's going to break a couple tackles, spin off of another one. Finally get hit and wrapped up at about the 40-yard line.
Gain of 6 and a first down for the Patriots.
Clock stops until they get the chain set.
Hodgkins on the stop for BPC, 73.
Unlike the JV game, the official actually waits for the chains to get set.
First and 10. For the Patriots, 40-yard line. 3 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in the first half.
So the Patriots come out, 2 wide receivers, quarterback under center, 1 setback. Toss sweep near side. And he's just going to outrun everyone to the sideline and then make a cutback. Finally gets wrestled out of bounds, but not till he's down till about the 18-yard line of the Spartans.
Right down by 20, Jacob Brown. Number 7, Sam Hensley for the Spartans. Nice block by number 80, Cameron Ahart for the Patriots. To Spring Richardson for the long run. First and 10, 19-yard line.
41 on the run for Richardson.
So first and 10, ball on the Spartan 19-yard line. 1 setback, 2 wide receivers for the Patriots. Quarterback sneak up the middle. He's just going to spin off to the far side, turn it upfield then, and get brought down at about the, looks like the 11-yard line.
Gain of 8.
Gain of 8 yards, second down and 2.
So second and 2 now for the Patriots, deep into Spartan territory. Same formation. Toss sweep this time to the far side, and this time the Spartans are going to wrap him up in the backfield.
Barnes with the pitch to 17, Caleb Dillon.
Chris Taylor on the stop.
60, Chris Taylor met him in the backfield. Several yards behind the line of scrimmage. Have an injured player on the field. 73.
White Hodgkins slow getting up for BPC.
He's up walking off the field.
So bring up a 3rd and 2 now for
Line of scrimmage will be 3rd down and 2.
the Patriots. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 28-6 the score. Patriots on top of the Bushnell Prairie City Spartans.
All right, it's going to let some time run off the clock and take a timeout with 1:49 to play.
So with 1:49 to go here in the first half, it's 28-6 the score from Peoria Heights High School. Got to dig to the bottom of my clipboard here, Chris.
St. Louis Cardinals are unfortunately winning 3-0 in the middle of the 30.
United Community Bank. United Community Bank services are designed to keep you in the game when you are on the go. With online mobile banking, it's nothing but net to friendly service you can count on from a leader of community banking. Choosing UCBA is always a slam dunk. Visit a location near you. With branches in Bushnell, Colchester, and Tuamacombe, UCB is a member FDIC. And MTC Communications, having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2021. MTC Communications offers lightning fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone services, and camera systems to the McDonough County, Henderson, Hancock County areas. Visit mtccrowdfiber.com to check your availability.
Play resumes.
So 149 here in the first half. It is 3rd and 2 for the Patriots deep in Spartan territory all the way down to the Spartan 12-yard line. 2 wide receivers, 1 setback, quarterback under shotgun for the Patriots. Toss sweep here to the near side. They're going to force him back against the grain, and he's going to use that to his advantage as he's going to be all the way down to the goal line.
Just short.
I'd say give him a gain of 12 with where they're spotting it is just shy, and it's going to be a 1st and goal from about the 3-inch line, it looks like.
You be surprised if it's Barnes right up the gut.
I mean, I wouldn't know why you wouldn't.
Why, yeah, it's been successful the entire first half for Peoria Heights.
He's actually going to be – oh, now he gets up under center. He's actually going to be in the shotgun here, but now he's going to come up under center.
They're going to run the clock down some more.
Yep, and why wouldn't you?
Yep.
And there's Barnes right up the middle for the touchdown. That'll make the score 34-6. So about 1:08 remaining here in the first half. The 2-point conversion about to be attempted here by the Patriots. Split backfield, shotgun formation here on the 2-point conversion. Going to just loft it over the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete.
I don't know if that was tipped. I think Nate Kramer the PA saying Kramer maybe got a hand on it. It had a weird trajectory after it got across the line. So
1:08 remaining here in the first half. 34-6, the score here from Peoria Heights High School.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
I feel honored for those patients to have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
And we're back here at Peoria Heights High School here in Peoria, Illinois. 34-6 the score here with 1:08 remaining in the first half. Patriots on top of the Spartans. Patriots have it teed up ready to kick off. And once again, they're just going to squib kick it up the middle. It's going to be finally fielded. I think that's Brown that took that one. And he's going to have it up to about the 39, maybe just shy of the 40-yard line, where PPC will take over 1st and 10 with
17,
we're going to let a few extra seconds tick off the clock there, but 58 seconds now remaining.
Right.
1st and 10. At the 40-yard line, we'll have 58 seconds to get down the field.
Even a score here is beneficial, Chris.
Right.
And it looks like they're in the pass formation here.
Timeout Peoria Heights. That was awfully late.
So we have a timeout here. Gives a chance to give you some more of our sponsors for tonight's contest. The Community News Brief for all your local news. Subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. For all this, for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. So Peoria Heights took the timeout there, and that's the formation we saw there with two quote-unquote 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers have been passes so far tonight, and I think Peoria Heights saw that and maybe didn't have the personnel they wanted in the contest. Because now they're going to have – they've already got 4 guys lined up all the way back at the 50-yard line.
Right.
So they're playing the pass here. Now they're going to come out with a 4 wide receiver set. Hensley's going to drop back, look to throw. And
lucky that was not picked and going the other way.
yeah, he was just out there playing center field on that one. Number 15, Williams, the would-be defender, or the would-be interceptor, I guess we'd call him.
Right.
So to bring up a second attempt that stops the clock with 51 seconds.
Incomplete pass stops the clock, 51 seconds remain. Second down and 10.
3 wide receivers far side, 1 near side. Hensley takes the snap, looks to throw. Going to throw to the flat and the far sideline. He has a man who's going to be enough for a first down. Going to have it into Patriot territory, down to looks like the 46-yard line.
About 14 on the pass.
Clock stops at the 40 seconds.
24 Connor Barnes on tackle. That pass completion by Hensley, though, is good enough for the Bushel Prairie City first down.
So clock back to running now, 35 seconds and counting.
41 yard line.
BPC hurries to the line. Drop back, look to pass once again. It's going to throw one here in the flat.
Link.
That's to Link. He's going to make a big circle, come back around. And he's going to have enough for a BPC first down, as he's going to have it down to about the 25-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 15 seconds, and I think BPC is going to take a timeout now with 15 seconds.
Big gain of 16 on the pass.
Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 450 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And Hensley Grain. Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletics. Good luck, Spartans, in the 2021, and enjoy the shortened athletic program. I think that was an old read.
Right. 15 seconds. What, Jeff, do you think time for maybe a couple of plays here?
Couple plays if we get out of bounds or get first downs. Hensley's going to avoid the first would-be rusher, roll out to the far side. Finally toss one down the sideline, and it's going to be intercepted. And no one's even going to tackle him. He's just going to run all the way down the far sideline.
About 90 yards.
Yeah, he's going to return this one all the way from the 17-yard line is where the official picks up his marker. So an 83-yard interception return for a touchdown. I think there's a flag over here on the near side, maybe.
83 yards hold. That was way away from the play. I wonder if we got another sideline issue with Peoria Heights possibly. Still haven't seen a signal from the officials.
Well, it looks like they're marking the sideline infraction against Peoria Heights.
Against the Patriots for a sideline infraction.
So waiting to see what they do here. They've marked the ball down for like at the extra point. No signal has been given on what the
touchdown. If the touchdown stands, penalty.
You would assume since they marked the ball down there that the touchdown is good. Now we'll get some clarification from the official. Sideline infraction against Peoria Heights. Touchdown is good.
83-yard interception return for Richardson.
I would have honked the horn anyways. So the two-point conversion here for the Patriots will effectively end the first half. It's going to be a toss sweep here to the near side, and the Spartans are going to tackle him short. So the 2-point conversion no good, and that will take us to halftime with the score 40-6. The Peoria Heights Patriots on top. We're going to step aside here for a couple minutes as we run some of our ads and give Chris some time to add up some stats. We'll be right back.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, and Steel. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your locally owned neighborhood Ace. So stop on by. You can also order online for curbside pickup or get what you need delivered today. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their lawn care. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit, and all the providers and staff are putting the patient first.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
Welcome back here to Peoria Heights High School. It's the host Peoria Heights Patriots 40 and the visiting Bushnell Prairie City Spartans 6. Chris, you got some first half stats figured up for us?
I do. We'll start with BPC, and not a whole lot going on for the Spartans offensively in the first half. Unofficially, I've got Sam Hensley with the couple of sacks, 5 carries for -9 yards. Ben Powell, 5 carries for 19 yards. Dalton Horwittle, 6 for 42. Hensley, 5 of 14 for 144 yards through the air, an interception and a touchdown. That, of course, going to Jacob Brown in the first half. Brown with just that one catch. Sean Link, 1 catch for 16. Ben Powell, 1 for 42. And Dalton Horwittle, 2 for 22 for the Peoria Heights Patriots. Hunter Barnes, the quarterback, 9 carries for 58 and 3 touchdowns. Richardson, 9 carries for 125 and one rushing touchdown. Connor Barnes through the air, 6 of 10, 77 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Earhart, his favorite receiver thus far, 5 for 72. I should say he's 7 of 10. Sorry about that. And Finney, 1 catch for 7, and Gillen, 1 catch for 7. 40-6 in favor of Peoria Heights here at halftime. Well, we got a chance. We can try and maybe pass along some scores here, but you know, like you said earlier, Jeff, where last week we had trouble even moving the ball at all. We've moved the ball at times, and kind of self-destructed when we a couple of occasions here.
And it's not like exactly. It's not like we haven't been able to move the ball, as you said. We've been down inside their territory quite a few times. It's just that it seems like when we get down there, the first time we got inside their territory, we passed on first down. It fell incomplete, and you fall behind on the yardage because on each play you have it figured up on how many yards you need to get and for what plays to succeed. sometimes you got to throw in that pass on first down to change things up, keep the defense on their toes. But once you get behind on that and then you have to pass on second down, you pass on third down. Well, it's 4th and 10. You pretty much have to pass on 4th down also, and it gives the defense
you
gives
can
them
key
the
in.
advantage.
Because like you said, in that situation, you can pretty well take the run out of the game, so you know to play the pass. So 40-6 here at halftime. Peoria Heights on top. Like I said, and you look at, I think it was our second offensive possession there in the first half, where we ran off 2 nice runs.
Yep,
and then we did 4 consecutive passes after that.
Yeah,
and we had some successes on those first 2 carries. I think 10, 11, 12 yards on each of the first 2 carries of that second drive. But just making some mistakes at some crucial times here in the first half, and defensively, like we talked several times, Peoria Heights on the outside runs, wide receivers doing a really nice job, and they've had a lot of success right up the middle with Barnes. I mean, he's had a couple of, nothing fancy, get to the line, take the ball, and go right up the middle. And, we've seen a couple of occasions where he, gained 10-plus yards on a couple, just like I said, simple up the middle quarterback keepers.
Oh, she brought us nachos. Yeah, we're going to step aside here for a couple minutes or a minute or so as we run some more of our sponsors. We'll be right back.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
We love here in our clinic having kids come in and feel welcome and at home. To have kids who are excited to come in and see us, who we can make the doctor's office be less scary for them. That's what really makes every day worthwhile.
And welcome back here to Peoria Heights High School. The score 40-6, the host Patriots on top of the Bushnell Prairie City High School Spartans. Just looking at some area scores going on right now. Looks like Farmington is on top, is winning 26-6 on top of Illini West. That game in the second quarter. Then of course, being up here in the Peoria area, the score stream map goes to the area you're in. Still got a Knoxville score. That's 14-0 over United Monmouth. Then Metamora on top of Limestone, 20-0. The Normal Pioneers, 36-0 on top of the Southeast Spartans. Looks like that's a Springfield school.
Right. Jeff, I did have an update on my app. 42-8 on that Knoxville score now at halftime.
I know. Yep. Oh, okay. I literally just refreshed it, and it's 42-8 at halftime there. Still 26-6. The Illini West game with Farmington. Elmwood on top of Stark County, 16-9 at the half.
Again, a lot of Peoria scores. A good matchup of a couple undefeated teams. Downs Tri-Valley 14, Tremont nothing at a halftime score.
I got a second quarter score from an area that I spent a little bit of time in, Eureka.
Right.
They're up 14-0 on top of Fieldcrest right now. So that would be the Eureka Hornets, not the Eureka Red Devils that I was a part of.
Right.
And let's see, I guess Rova up 10-0 on Princeville.
After 2.5 in Major League Baseball, 3-0 St. Louis over San Diego.
St. Louis is on a roll right now.
Tyler O'Neill with a 2-run homer, and the Cardinals put 3 up in the first. A Paul Goldschmidt RBI single as well.
So
Cardinals, of course, with a 1-game lead over San Diego in the second wild card race. And Jeff, I know it's early. There's still 15, 16 games left. This has got a little bit of a 2011 vibe, which ironically they're celebrating this weekend at Busch, the 10th year anniversary of that 2011 squad.
And I mean, that was a team that went in through the wild card and
just the fact that they came from so far behind. They were 11 games out at the last full week of August. Got a lot of help with Atlanta tanking that year, but.
And also, we'd like to thank everyone that's watching, and the comment sections are open. I see Jerry Walters just tuned in. Hey, we appreciate you, checking us out, and hopefully we're bringing a quality broadcast to you. And so, if there's anything you want to say, where you're listening from or where you're watching from, just go ahead and throw it in the comment section. And as we get chime, watching from Bader, Illinois, Georgina Crenshaw. Looks like she was that a 77 BPC graduate? Number 77 BPC, gotcha.
That would be Tara Copping.
And Shane Shin's grandfather watching. Dwayne Shin, we appreciate you. Still watching, even though that grandson is on the sideline. John Shores, we appreciate the compliment there, and we will do the best we can to keep up the good work. So we're just about 3.5 minutes away here. The Spartans coming out to do their stretching. I think we still got to put 3 minutes on the clock still, so we're going to step away for a minute, and we'll be right back.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
We're back here at Peoria Heights High School, 40-6 the score here. The Patriots on top of the Spartans. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as the best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. And the Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking, loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the Bank of Friendly Service, so call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. I also want to take a moment to welcome and thank you to all the Peoria Heights fans that have tuned in to the live stream. there was something with you guys' live stream that usually on Facebook that it wasn't going to be on tonight, and the link was shared where you guys can watch it on here, so we appreciate you joining you. We've done the best we can not to be too biased, but, I mean, Chris has been doing Spartan games for, I won't tell you how long because he did my games, and that's been forever ago. And so we're doing the best we can to be unbiased, but we're not very good at it, I don't think.
No, probably not.
I also like to thank M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to finish a new home or replenish an old one. Stop in and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, and at the web, mbfurniturinc.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2121. And that's going to be the initial time off the clock here at halftime. We're going to put 3 minutes back on the clock to do the warm-up period. I do believe as the officials are just now coming back out. So I think we'll do a couple more ads and we'll be right back.
I feel honored for those patients to have chosen me as their provider to begin with. So when they come in, I definitely have to show them respect and try to take care of them the best way I can.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit, and all the providers and staff are putting the patient first.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
And we're back here at Peoria Heights High School, 40-6 the score. The Patriots on top of the Spartans. Some local action tomorrow as the Western Illinois Leathernecks will, I guess, effectively have their home opener as they will host Eastern Washington tomorrow. I do believe the Leathernecks are 0-2.
Yes.
As they lost to they played a decent-sized school the first week, didn't they?
Ball State.
That's right. Played a Ball State team pretty close. Last week, I think, went out to Montana.
Yeah, and wasn't quite as close.
No, it was 42-7 last week against Montana. I don't know also know one of the other Illinois schools, Northern Illinois, will play Michigan tomorrow.
Right. Full slate of games in the top 25 tomorrow. I think an interesting one, I saw Auburn going to Happy Valley to play Penn State. First Big Ten on-conference game for Auburn, I think, in maybe ever. I thought I saw like 90-plus years.
Yeah, Auburn ranked number 22 going to play the number 10 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions there in Death Valley. Iowa ranked number 5 now, just out of that
top 4.
The top 4 spot there. You know, they host Kent State.
As a Hawkeye fan, I'm happy, but I wish it was a lot later in this season before they put Iowa there.
I'm just happy to see Michigan with a number in front now as they broke in the top 25 at number 25 after the beating of Washington last week. But we're almost back here to live action here at Peoria Heights High School. Bittner has it teed up for the Spartans on the 40-yard line. And, Chris, you're down 40-6. We talked about this. And he's just going to kick it deep. I was going to say this is a good time for an onside, but he's going to kick it deep. It's going to be fielded about the 18-yard line.
That Richardson again, it is, and
Looks
he
like
gets the corner. He's got some space.
He's finally going to get wrapped up by a few Spartans and drugged down at about the 36-yard line, it looks like.
I think Dalton Huffman on the stop, grabbing the jersey from behind for the stop.
Just enough to slow him up
Yep.
and let some more Spartans come in and clean it up. So first possession now for the Patriots here in the second half. And the other thing that we didn't talk about, Chris, it's 40-6.
Right.
A touchdown puts us into a running clock
Right.
for the rest of the game. So the Patriots will come out with their 2 wide receivers and 1 setback. Barnes under center. Toss sweep near side. There's a hold. And this time the Spartans do a good job of forcing him back inside where Lane Huffman is there to make the tackle.
Ben Powell, gain of 2.
Gain of about 3 yards. Second down and 7.
I guess that was an 8. I thought it was a 1. So call it 2nd and 8 now for the Patriots. Shotgun formation. Going to look to pass. Going to throw right out here in the flat. And another short gain of, gain of about 6.
Wrapped up. Back in the ankle by number 10, Dalton Porwill.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Gain of 5 yards. For the pass.
So here on a 3rd down play for the Patriots. Quarterback right up the middle, and that's going to be enough for a
Ball.
first down. Ball on the ground, though.
EPC
And
on it.
It is a
Nate Kramer.
Bushnell Prairie City recovery on the turnover.
And
So
I'm not so sure Barnes isn't a little shaken up on the play.
yeah, he got cut low, and I think that came right across the ball, and it came out. And
Scramble by Barnes. Over the wall. Recovered by the Spartans. There is an injured player on the field.
we'll take this moment here to thank some more of our sponsors. Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal business bank as well as home and agriculture lending in its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 481 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member FDIC equal housing lender. Webb Family Farms. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season.
Spartans take over. 1st and 10, 45-yard line, 44-yard line.
So after the turnover, BPC's got it 1st and 10 from the Patriot 45.
Taking a little bit of time to get Barnes off the field, but he went off onto his own power. So BPC now will have it 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line of the Spartans. Correction, of the Patriots.
Well, he's off the field, but what is the – oh, the officials, 2 officials are over here.
And there's the whistle for action. Oh, Spartans will come to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers, split backfield. Hensley in the shotgun. Going to drop back, look to pass here on the first play. Going to throw it over the middle. Has an open receiver.
Yep.
It is caught. He's towards the near sideline. He's at
Brown.
the 5. Touchdown, BPC. That is, you were right, that is Brown once again on the reception. 44-yard touchdown reception for the Spartans. And that's a way to strike after a turnover. That'll make the score 40-12 now.
188 yards now for Hensley on the night. 98 and 2 touchdowns for Jacob Brown.
You wonder, with the starting quarterback for the Patriots being the one injured, how much that may affect them here in the second half as well. 2-point conversion is going to be a quick pitch here to the near side. Horwood is looking for room to run, but just can't find any. He's going to finally get drugged down for a loss, but the 2-point conversion will be no good. So 10:28 now in the third quarter. The Spartans able to put it in the end zone after the turnover, makes the score 40-12. And we'll be right back.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
And welcome back to second half action here at Peoria Heights High School. Welcome Rodis family watching from the home tonight. So with 10:28 remaining here in the third quarter, just first possession of the second half, turnover by the Patriots, and Spartans able to capitalize on a 44-yard pass play on their first possession to cut into this lead a little bit.
Right. Now do you try an onside kick possibly here? And the answer is going to be no.
Nope. Just going to squib kick, though, to the near side, and it's going to be falling on right at about the 40-yard line, it looks like. So, and it looks,
and Barnes is going to come back out.
It looks like Barnes is coming out onto the field.
Just looking at the sidelines and didn't see him down here anymore, and I'm like,
Actually,
he's in the huddle now.
I looked for the guy that was walking with a little bit of a limp on the field.
Right. I know it's early and down 40-12, but BPC defense can come up maybe with another turnover or quick stop here. 10:25 to play in the third quarter, 40-12 lead for the Patriots.
Toss sweep to the far side.
There we go.
There we go. Horwood in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of at least 5 on the play.
Is that Richardson on the carry? That's a first negative loss for him, and he's coming up maybe a little gimpy, looks like.
Brings up a 2nd and 15 now for the Patriots. As you know, we kind of joked around and talked about where it was just it's just this play, and just this play, and sneak, pitch, and throw to 85.
Right.
And we saw the sneak caused a fumble. We saw the pitch, now a loss for 5. So maybe a intercept a pass going to 85 right here. 2 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Going to drop back, look to throw here near sideline, and
there's the catch by 85. But he's not going to get much. 80, I should say.
80, Ahart. Right. That was my fault. I said
that's
85.
He's not even going to get, they're going to give him a generous spot. Back to the original line of scrimmage, so 3rd and 10.
So here on 3rd and 10, 2 wide receivers, 1 setback, shotgun formation. Going to drop back, look to pass. Going to be under pressure, throw it over the middle, and it is going to be off the would-be receiver's hands.
That's 23, Finney.
So to bring up a 4th and 10 now for Peoria Heights.
And I think we're going to see a punt. We see Barnes coming off the field. Holman, 3, the young man that does the place kicking, I believe, is going to drop back in the punt formation. Kuhlman, I should say, not Hellman.
Nobody back deep for the Spartans. Good snap, plenty of time, and it's going to be a kind of a squib kind of punt, and it's going to end up taking a Peoria Heights bounce, but it's going to be a net of about 15 yards.
BPC with good field position, the ball just beyond the Spartan 45-yard line.
Yeah, so we'll say 1st and 10 from about the 46. Never mind, they marked it right on the 45.
Okay.
I don't know if he knew where he marked it one spot and moved it back, but.
I was going to say, because it's actually, the nose is on the 45 where he had the backside of the football on the 45 to start, and Peoria's late getting a guy on.
Looking to pass once again.
Lots
this time
of room.
Hensley pulls
Yep,
it down.
there
Like
we
I
go.
said, a lot of room on the far sideline, and now he's just going to pick a hole. And Hensley's not just going to run it out of bounds. He's going to put the shoulder down, and he's going to have a gain all the way down to about the 31-yard line.
Almost 25. We'll call it 24 on the run for Sam. A good decision there. I mean, you could have driven a truck through that far side of the field.
I still could have gained 2 yards on that one. Two backs once again, two wide receivers. Quick pitch to the near side. Lots of green grass here around the corner.
Dalton Huffman, his first carry of the night.
Yep, that was Dalton Huffman on the carry. He's going to have a gain of, and that
8?
looks like about
7. We'll call it a gain of 7.
Call it a gain of 7, okay. Bring up a 2nd and 3 now for the Spartans.
8:24 to play here in the third quarter.
It is an all Huffman backfield as Dalton and Lane are the two running backs. Looks like we're going to have a
legal procedure, false start.
And that's what, the third time we've seen the Spartans do that tonight.
All 3 penalties have been false start penalties on the Spartans.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down, but it'll bring up a 2nd, and we're going to call it 8 now, maybe 7. As we still have an all Huffman backfield, and it's going to be an offset power I. Pistol formation. Handoff straight to Lane Huffman. He's going to bring it to the near sideline, break a tackle, and get forced out of bounds. He's going to have it up to the
say gain of 3.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of about 3. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 now for the Spartans.
Clock it stopped as Huffman ran out of bounds. 8:15 to play here in the third quarter.
Split backfield now for the Spartans. Going to look to pass. He's going to just run it
There
right
we go.
up the middle. There's a big gain for Hensley. He's going to turn it up the right sideline or the far sideline, and finally going to run it out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 10.
Gain of 17.
Looks like they're going to mark it just inside the 10. So it'll be a 1st and goal now for the Spartans at the 10-yard line. Last time they were down this far, we pushed
the wrong
ourselves
way.
back with a bad snap and a penalty. 2 wide receivers, split backfield once again for the Spartans. Handoff to Lane Huffman off the far sideline. He's going to turn it upfield. He's going to power his way forward, and
in.
They're going to mark him just short. The guy on the sidelines with his hands up isn't
no,
an official.
No. I thought he was across from our vantage point, but it's just going to be just short a gain of 8.
I'd say a gain of 9 on that because this is going to be a 2nd and goal from the 1.
All right, we can go with a gain of 9.
Linemen all in tight, split backfield. Kind of a muffed handoff in the back, and Huffman's going to get wrapped up. It looks like he might lose a yard on this one. So it'll be a 3rd and goal now from the
about the maybe back to the 2 this time.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I'm trying to use the camera technology.
3rd down and goal from the 3.
So 3rd and goal here for the Spartans. Toss sweep near side. He's going to extend the football out, and he's going to come up just short, they say. So it's going to bring up a 4th and looks like inches.
Dalton Huffman.
22 was the ball carrier. Dalton Huffman. Jackson Finney.
So here on 4th down, it's going to be 4th and inches for the Spartans.
4th down and goal from the 6-inch.
About a half yard or a half foot, depending. So big 4th down here. 4th and goal for the Spartans. Split backfield. Handoff. Going to be a
Hensley.
Going to be a fake pitch to Hensley with the fake pitch and going to run around the far side. My brain knew what was going on, but my mouth couldn't communicate what I was trying to say. So as Dwayne just said, a naked bootleg there for Hensley. It's
Great
make it
play fake by Hensley.
Make it 40-18. The 2-point conversion here will effectively cut the lead in half now for the Spartans. In tight, it's going to be a handoff to Lane Huffman. He's going to go around far sideline, and he's going to have it in for the 2-point conversion. So with 6:02 here in the third quarter, that makes the score 40-20 now with the Peoria Heights Patriots on top.
Plenty of time for the Spartans here in the second half.
Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking can take your product down the road near far. Also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support the BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis at Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushel and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital care, a hospital caring. You see there on the great cameraman work, there's, the Shane Shin. He may be injured, but he's out there in the huddle. He's getting these guys fired up, and he's trying to say, hey, we ain't out of this. Let's go.
Bittner on to kick again for BPC.
Ball teed up. Going to be a kick down the far sideline. This might go out of bounds, or it might just stick right there on the line. And it's picked up. Oh, wow.
I mean, we had a defender down there right as the ball was picked up.
Got to break down.
That was Bittner, the kicker.
That's something that we saw on the Monday night. Their kicker, he kicks the ball, and he just goes straight to the ball.
Right.
Bittner needed to break down on that one there, as he just ran right by the guy that picked it up. But it'll still be 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
And they're going to take a timeout here with 5:57 to play, up by 20, 40-20.
So 5:57 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to step away for a moment. We'll be right back.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
And we're back here, 40-20 the score now from Peoria Heights High School. After the timeout taken by Peoria Heights, they'll have it 1st and 10, ball on their own 34-yard line. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We're going to come out with a handoff up the middle, and the ball on the ground. No, that's a helmet on the ground, I think.
Flag coming in late.
Flag coming in really late.
That
was a shoe on the ground. I don't know what the penalty's going to be here, though. As we're waiting for clarification on the flag, and they're going to wave it off. I think he did throw that as a face mask. And from where we're standing, even, the way the body turned, but I think the other officials was like, no, he didn't grab him by the face mask. So clock running now, 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Quarterback's going to keep this one, and he's going to get tackled after a short gain. That has been Powell on the tackle. So
gain of, what, 2?
Let's say after a gain of 1 on that initial play, and I'd say, yeah, gain of 2 on that one, and we'll say it's 3rd and 7 now.
3rd down and 7.
5:33 to play, third quarter, 40-20 lead for Peoria Heights. BPC, though, with 14 unanswered thus far in the third quarter.
Big third down play here for the Spartans. 2 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Going to look to throw. Going to throw it over the middle, and it is going to be broken up. Great defense right there. That is Brown on the coverage, and that was excellent coverage right in his hip pocket the whole way, and waited till the ball came in and even reached with the proper arm coming over to knock the pass away.
See a very happy Shane Shin on the far sidelines for BPC, and that's going to force a punt. And as we saw the last punt, only about a 15-yard punt for the Patriots, the last possession for them. And nope, they're going to line up and go for it.
It is the offense that takes the field here. 2 wide receivers, 1 setback, shotgun formation. Going to drop back, going to look to throw, going to pass here to the near sideline.
Intercepted.
That's going to be intercepted.
Jake Brown.
Brown again on the interception. He's going to return it down the far sideline all the way down to about the 30-yard line. So BPC will take over after the turnover, 1st and 10, ball on the 30. A lot of times situation like that, you just want to knock the ball away, but he had a lot of running room, and that was even better than just taking it. It was about a 10-yard difference in it.
Right. So BPC set up in great shape again. 1st and 10 from the Patriot
30-yard line. 3 wide receivers near side, 1 far side, shotgun formation for Hensley. He's going to take the snap, drop back, look to pass, no pressure, plenty of time, lofts it down the center of the field, far side, just overshoots his would-be receiver.
Dalton Horwittle, the intended receiver.
Something we didn't see a lot of Saturday, and that was Hensley being able to sit back there and just kind of pick what he wants to do, but the only downfall in that play is all 4 guys were going downfield. If they would have had something underneath, there was no coverage in about that 15 to 20-yard zone.
Right.
Should say 10 to 15-yard zone. Going to drop back, look to pass here out of the. Going to make one man miss. Yeah, just pull down and run with it.
Got a blocker.
So he's going to have a gain of about 7. It looks like maybe 8. It's going to bring up a 3rd, and it's either going to be 2 or 3. Chris. Yeah, it might be closer to 4.
I was going to say, I think it's probably closer to 4, short 4. 4:40 to go on the clock.
2 wide receivers, 2 split backs, toss sweep to Huffman on the far side. He's going to spin off a tackle. He'll have first down yardage, but there is a.
He got on the football, though. I think Peoria Heights on the football. Yep,
they are saying Peoria Heights football. There is a flag on the play, but if it's holding, it's going to be declined. I don't know what the squid fingers are.
Yep, it would have been a hold.
Austin LaRoe on the recovery for the Patriots. So after the turnover, BPC turns it right back over. It'll be 1st and 10 now, ball on about the 15-yard line of the Patriots. 4:27 to go here in the third quarter.
4 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Two wide receivers, 1 setback. Barnes in the shotgun formation. He's going to take the handoff up the middle. It's going to be a gain of about 4. Richardson the carrier for the Patriots. Like I said, a gain of 4 to bring up a 2nd and 6.
Chris Taylor, 60 on the stop for BPC.
On the stop for BPC. Gain of 4 yards, 2nd down, 6.
Clock running, just under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Same formation, 2 wide receivers, 1 setback, this time quarterback under center.
keeper.
Quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's going to have a gain.
Maybe 2.
Maybe about 2 or 3. It looks like it's going to be a 3rd and maybe 3. Chris, it's going to be a short 3.
55. Carter Chambers on the stop for BPC.
3rd and a long 2, short 3 with where the ball is placed on the field. BPC would like to get another stop here and maybe force a punt. Shotgun formation for Barnes once again, 2 wide receivers. It's going to be a keeper to the right side, just a quarterback lead play pretty much down the far sideline. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's going to get it across the 30 to about the 32, it looks like. So it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots, ball on their own 32-yard line.
Keeps the clock running. It's 1st and 10. 32-yard line.
2:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 40-20 lead for Peoria Heights.
Shotgun formation, 1 setback, 2 wide receivers. And there's a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the field.
False start against the Patriots. That was a quick one, Chris. They didn't even see what they just got set, and the flag came out, it looked like. So it'll bring up a 1st and 15 now for the Patriots. Clock running, just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
1st and 15, 28-yard line.
So it's going to be a handoff here on 1st and 15. And
Gillen on the carry, or the first carry of the night for him.
Very short gain, maybe 1. Going to bring up a 2nd and 14. Dalton Horwittle on the tackle. Shotgun formation once again, 2 wide receivers, 2nd and 14 correction here for the Patriots. Going to drop back, look to pass. He's going to pull it down, run it up the middle. He's going to run into a few white jerseys, but he's going to keep powering his way forward, and he's going to be back up across the
35 to the 36.
Yeah.
Gain of about 8.
So as we've been talking about all night for the Spartans about cutting those long ones in half just to make it a,
manageable.
A more manageable 3rd and 4th down. This makes it a 3rd and about 5 now for the Patriots here.
And good job by Barnes. Good hard run. And there were a couple white jerseys around near the line of scrimmage. Just couldn't come up with the play.
Shotgun formation once again. 2 wide receivers, 1 setback. Going to drop back. He's going to look to throw, look to the flat, throws one over the middle, and that one's going to be caught at the far sideline.
Just short of the 50 at the 49. 12-yard gain.
85 Ahart on the reception. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots now. Ball on the Patriot 49-yard line. Handoff's going to go up the middle. He's going to bounce it outside near sideline. Going to try to jump over a would-be tackler and gets tripped up. After a gain of about 6, it'll be 1st down, 6 or 2nd and 4 now after the play, but we have an injury on the field.
Yeah, gain of 6.
Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best 2017, 18, 19, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. United Community Bank services are designed to keep you in the game when you're on the go. With online and mobile banking, that's nothing but net. At nothing but net to a friendly service you can count on from the leader of community banking. Choosing UCB is always a slam dunk. Visit locations near you with branches in Bushnell, Colchester, to and Macomb. UCB is a member FDIC. As you can see there on the camera as we have it off of the injured player, and he makes his way off the field, but the camera there on the huddle on the far sideline of the Spartans, you can see once again Shane Shin in there, coaching, talking these guys up and telling them, hey, this is your chance. We're only down 20. Get a stop here. Let's get the ball. He may not be in the game physically, but he's definitely over there playing a big part on the sideline. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 4 here for the Patriots. And actually, we're just going to let the timer run off, the official start of the clock, and that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. So at the end of 3 here from Peoria Heights High School, it's 40-20 with the Peoria Heights Patriots on top.
You see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit, and all the providers and staff are putting the patient first.
We love here in our clinic having kids come in and feel welcome and at home. To have kids who are excited to come in and see us, who we can make the doctor's office be less scary for them. That's what really makes every day worthwhile.
Back here at Peoria Heights High School, beginning of the 4th quarter, 2nd and 4 for the Patriots. Going to be a low snap. Going to be a handoff, though. It's going to be far sideline.
Gillen, 17.
Gillen's going to be close to a first down. And they are going to give him enough for a first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. Ball on the 41 of the Spartans. Shotgun formation for the Patriots. Handoff once again. He's going to try to cut it back. He's going to be met in the backfield by Kramer on the tackle.
Gain of 2, 3.
Gain of 3 for him on that as Kramer met him at the line of scrimmage. He was able to still gain a few more yards. Bring up a 2nd and 7 now for the Patriots. Toss sweep now to the far side. He's going to try to cut it back up, and then he's going to get met at the line of scrimmage
Kramer
and just drug down.
Oh, flag in late. Gillen on the carry for the Patriots.
We'll see what the penalty is. Personal foul against the Spartans.
Is that for the way Kramer came up and was... that's the only thing I could possibly think of, but that really wasn't much of a celebration or anything.
Yeah, I'm not for sure to be. Either way, it's still going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's going to be enough for a first down.
First and 10, 23-yard line.
Back in the shotgun formation this time. Going to hand off. Going to go to the right side. And once again, going to be met right at the line of scrimmage by Kramer. Gillen, the carrier. Let's see if they give him a gain here. If they just mark it back to the original line of scrimmage, brings up a 2nd and 10. The only problem with this, Chris, is that they're down in 4-down territory, and the clock is not your friend right now.
10-15 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
I mean, effectively 3 scores down, so. Shotgun formation, going to bobbled snap, going to pick it up and just toss it to the flat where he has a wide open receiver.
85.
Pass complete to 85.
Ahart.
Tackle by number 20, Jacob Brown.
And it looks like it's going to be just short of a first down. It's going to bring up a third, and we're going to call it 1 now for the Patriots.
15-yard line.
Gonna keep the clock rolling, 9:30 to play.
Clock continues to run, 9 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
So here on 3rd and 1, Patriots going to come out with a split backfield shotgun formation. Bobbled snap once again, and that was a fight for the ball, Chris. As
Barnes got it.
Barnes finally him, and I'm not for sure who that was for the Spartans that was in there, but Barnes did the twist and turn away to get the ball away from him. So they'll bring up a 4th and 5 on the loss.
8:45 to go on the clock.
Peoria Heights content with letting as much time run off the clock as possible, as well they should. So they're going to come out in what looks like a full house, but the quarterback is in between them in the shotgun. He's going to drop back, look to throw into the flats, and once again, wide open. Ahart, once again, at some point in time, as a defender, you have to realize where he is.
Right, and it's nothing fancy. Barnes only taking like a step or two, drop back, and just basically lobbing a little pass up there. That's good for 8 and another first down. That's going to put Ahart at 112 yards receiving here in the contest for the Patriots.
That's why we can have nice things. So it's going to bring up a 1st and goal now for the Patriots. He's going to come out in an I-back formation this time. Going to be an ISO play off the right side. He's going to bounce it back outside, and he has some running room, but
be run down by Link. Or was that horrible?
No, I think that was Link, 16.
Okay. Gain of 3 yards, 2nd down and goal from 5.
Good recovery by Sean there on that play.
Yeah, because it looked like when he bounced it outside, he had a whole lot of running room, but Link was able to actually close that out real quick on him. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal now, ball just inside the 5-yard line. Split backfield, shotgun formation. Going to drop back, going to look to pass again. Going to be under pressure, throw it out to the flat, and that's going to be no gain.
Powell on the stop.
17, Caleb Dillon, receiver.
Not going to lie, I saw
bug.
Big bugs fly across.
I thought it was a flag.
Yeah, okay. As long as I'm not the only one.
I did too. That's the second time I've had that happen to me tonight.
That is a large moth, evidently. So that'll bring up a 3rd and goal now. Ball just on the 5-yard line. So a loss of about the ball's length there.
All right.
3rd down and goal.
Split backfield now. Going to drop back, look to pass again, loft it here in the back of the end zone. And once again, Ahart is wide open. No one even near him.
That's going to be a 5-yard touchdown pass.
That'll make the score 46-20 now. And I'm not saying that the 26-point lead isn't insurmountable in 6 minutes and 30 seconds, but it's going to be really tough.
It's going to have to be stops, turnovers on defense, and a lot of quick scores.
So 2-point conversion here, attempt by the Patriots. Toss sweep to the near side.
Richardson.
And Richardson's going to be in.
That's Gillen, 17.
17 is in for the 2-point conversion. We do have an injured Spartan, though, his head. the Spartan that tried to make the tackle in the backfield extended that arm and took a leg right to the arm.
6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this ball game.
So with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the contest, score 48-20. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And we're back here at Peoria Heights High School. Almost forgot where I was for a second. 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the contest. That score makes it 48-20 with the Patriots on top. You know, kind of a tale of two halves here, and we've said this before, and I mean, you know, second half the score's, what, 14-8?
14-8, yep.
So
Brown and Lane Huffman back for BPC.
I have a feeling they're not going to put it anywhere near Lane Huffman. I wouldn't either. Little squibbed kick up the middle, and it's actually fielded by one of the upmen.
Ben Powell.
That's not a bad play right there. Normally you let that one go by, but Ben being one of your hands guys, he's able to get that, and that stops that ball from bouncing another 10 yards down the field. And instead of taking over 1st and 10 around your own 38-yard line, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Right. 6:26 to play here, fourth quarter, 48-20 lead for Peoria Heights.
Quick score. Yep. That's what it's got to be. It's got to be a quick score right here. We got to do something. You know.
Well, we had one of those already in this contest.
Yep. 3 wide receivers, 1 setback for Hensley in the shotgun. He's going to run it to the far sideline. It's an option play. He's going to turn it up.
Ball's out. Peoria Heights is on it.
Peoria Heights just going to strip the ball right out of his hands.
24 Connor Barnes with the strip and the recovery.
And unfortunately, that probably will put any chance. I mean, we needed a quick score, maybe an onside kick to even have a possibility. But
Peoria Heights players shaking up on the far side.
Looks like a cramp issue there on the far side. Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief weekly edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 a year or $38 a year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations, Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offering something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and of course pizza. Dine in or carry out, 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Good Hope Gardens, located at 455 East Main Street, Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4. For all your fresh produce needs, be sure to follow our Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, we have pumpkins and all other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see what is growing. And Hensley Grain in rural Bushnell has a long family history of taking an active role in Bushnell Prairie City School District and especially Spartan athletes. Good luck, Spartans, in the 2021 and enjoy the athletic campaign. So it looks like we still have an injury on the field. 6:17 to go here in the contest. Score 48-20. Farmington 40, Illini West 6. Knoxville beats United 55-8. Metamora is up 39-6 over Limestone. Washington is up 17-7 at the half over Dunlap.
Connor Barnes, the injured player for Peoria Heights.
Eureka up 35-0 in the fourth quarter over Fieldcrest. Looks like Canton 42-6 at half on top of East Peoria. Elmwood 30-9 winner over Stark County.
First and 10 for the Patriots.
And it looks like now that he's got off the field with the cramping issues.
Macomb 52, West Hancock 2 in the fourth quarter.
So Patriots come out here on first and 10. Quarterback's just going to turn the handoff out of the I-back formation. It'll be a very short gain. Gillen on the carry, maybe a gain of 1 to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Patriots.
Gain of, we'll call it 1 yard, 2nd down 9.
See who's in at quarterback.
Five minutes, 45 seconds remaining.
Clock running here. Just under 5:40 to go. Shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff run near side off of what would be the tackle position. Going to be a short gain. Up to about the 44-yard line, maybe 43-yard line.
Taylor on the stop along with Powell for BPC.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Quarterback under center. Toss sweep near side.
Kramer on the stop.
Going to be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3.
Calling.
2 yards, 4th down and 3.
Calling, yep, 4th and 3.
Of course, Patriots here just content to use as much time as they can.
Looks like the freshman 21 Markville at quarterback for Peoria Heights now.
2 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Going to drop back, going to throw it here to the flat. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down, it looks like.
23 on the catch. Finney.
Complete 23, Jackson Finney. Looks to be good enough for a...
It is?
Yes, it is. 1st and 10 Patriots.
So that'll stop the clock while they reset the chains. Just over 4 minutes to go for, I believe it's 4:08 on the clock.
1st and 10, 37-yard line. 4 minutes remaining.
So they get the change set and the official signals for the clock to run. We're under 4 minutes now. Two wide receivers, 1 setback for the Patriots. It's effectively a pitch out to the far side and a very short gain before I think that was Dalton Huffman to come up on the tackle.
Yep, gain of 2.
Dalton Huffman was the tackler. 2nd down and 9.
3:25 and counting here on the game clock in the fourth quarter. 48-20 in favor of Peoria Heights.
Second down and 9.
One setback, quarterback under center. Quick pitch here to the near side. He's going to cut it back, and I think Kramer's going to kind of grab onto the shirt there and not let go of him and let some other white jerseys come in and finish it up. I see Dalton Huffman getting up off the bottom there with Kramer.
Gain of 3.
Third down, 5 yards remaining.
3rd and 5 now for the Patriots. 2:45 remaining in the contest. Shotgun formation, one setback, 2 wide receivers. Quarterback going to look to throw over the middle. He's going to overthrow everybody, but that'll effectively stop the clock. I don't know, up 28 points while you're bring up a 4th, and we're going to call it a short 6. So 4th down here for the Patriots. Ball on the Spartan 33-yard line. 2 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the contest. It's going to be a pass behind. It's going to be a double pass. And it's going to be intercepted. Hensley's going to take it away from him. He's going to go down the far sideline. He's only got one man to beat. And he's got a blocker out there with him, and he's going to return this for a touchdown. I think that's only fitting. You're throwing double reverse passes when you're up 28. You deserve to have it returned for a touchdown.
How many are about 80?
Yeah, that was
Interception return.
I go with that.
All right, we can go with that. 80 yards on the Sam Hensley INT pick 6, 48-26, 1:59 to play here in the 4th quarter.
I'm also with the for belief now. You onside it.
Right.
Spartans go for 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion here for the Spartans. Just under 2 minutes to go in the contest. Toss sweep to Lane Huffman out here to the near sideline, and he's going to walk that in. With his speed and that much green in front of him, he's going to walk that one in. So 48-28, it's a 20-point lead now for the Patriots. 1:59.
1:59 left.
So with that, we will step aside and be right back.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
And we're back here at Peoria Heights High School. Score 48-28. Peoria Heights on top. Just had an 80-yard interception return for a touchdown by Sam Hensley. Spartans are now getting ready to come out for the kickoff. Officials blowing the whistle here, and as I told Chris before the break there, is that, you know, this would be a perfect time for an onside.
Try it.
I mean, you're down 20, so.
Bittner will tee it up for BPC.
You know, we've seen them score 20 points in about 3 minutes before, so, you know, got about a minute less than that. So. And nope, they're going to kick it deep down into a single void, fielded at about the 25-yard line. And it's going to be returned up to.
Flag late. Are we going to get another late hit? Piling on penalty?
Dwayne says diving on the pile is going to be the call.
26, Jake Whitey, and 34, Brian Bittner on the stop.
Oh, block in the back on Peoria Heights.
Dwayne says that's why he dove on the pile. He's pushed in the back. So that'll mark him back. It'll be minute 52 to go here in the contest. The penalty will move him back to the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 26.
6-yard line. 1 minute, 2 seconds remaining.
Run off the near side. He's going to try to reverse his field and go back the other way. He's got a whole lot of room there. He's going to get enough for a first down. And that's where they'll finally wrap him up. A gain of it looked like about 13.
34 on the carry.
Nate Kramer on the tackle. Dominguez started on the near sideline. Wound up on the far sideline. Nice run by Dominguez.
Jaden Dominguez.
Now the official's doing what your official was doing the other night.
1st and 10 Patriots. 39-yard line.
Minute 20 now and counting.
Patriots in a shotgun formation.
First down, going to be a handoff near side, and it's going to be wrapped up in the backfield.
Carter Chambers on the stop.
Carter Chambers with the
Body
belly to
slam.
back. That's effectively a belly to back suplex right there.
Yeah. 2 points, right?
It could be, depending on what wrestling. It also
Right.
could be a finishing move.
Right.
53 seconds remaining.
Loss of about 4 on the play. Down to 40 seconds.
As I say, we just have about one more play here. This could be.
And just take a knee.
Yep, be a kneel down and be effectively the last play of the contest. They are in the victory formation. I think they're just waiting for the back official to kind of start counting it down, and not for sure.
Well, the near side moved like crazy before the.
I don't think anyone said. I don't think it
No.
really matters.
Nope.
So that'll effectively click off the last few seconds here of the contest. 48-28, the final score. Kind of a battle of two different halves.
Yeah.
As the Spartans unfortunately won the second half, but we're down way too much from the first half to make a difference. We're going to let Chris get some stats figured up. We're going to wait for Coach Rodis, who has the 2-mile walk, to get up here to us. Right. And while we're doing that, Dwayne's going to run some advertisements, so we'll be back here shortly.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards, or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True convection cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True convection cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
We love here in our clinic having kids come in and feel welcome and at home. To have kids who are excited to come in and see us, who we can make the doctor's office be less scary for them. That's what really makes every day worthwhile.
And welcome back here to Peoria Heights High School. Final score 48-28 as the Spartans fall tonight to the host Peoria Heights Patriots. Just giving Chris some time to figure up some final stats here. And of course, we are awaiting Coach Rodis to come back up. after the game, and as we kind of showed you beforehand, it's kind of a decent little walk down there to the from the sidelines to here, and he's got to come up the hill. And so we'll give Chris a moment here to get some of the stats figured up, as I have a feeling Bushnell has more stats here in the second half than they did in the first.
Yeah, we're running down the final stats. We've got Sam Hensley, 10 carries for 46 yards and a score. Ben Powell, 5 carries for 19, 2 carries, 9 yards to Dalton Huffman. Unofficially, Dalton Horwittle, 6 for 42. And Lane Huffman, 3 for 12. BPC, Sam Hensley, 6 of 16, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Of course, that was taken back for a pick six right at the end of the first half. Jacob Brown, 2 catches for 98 yards, 2 touchdowns. That duo through the first 4 games, 3 touchdowns between Hensley and Brown, and the shortest one's been a 48-yarder here tonight. 4 touchdowns through 3 games. Sean Lake, 1 catch for 16. Ben Powell, 1 for 42, and Dalton Horwittle, 2 catches, 22 yards. For Peoria Heights, we've got Connor Barnes at 14 carries, 80 yards, and a couple of scores. Richardson, 14 carries, 134, and a score. Gillen, 10 carries for 18, and Dominguez, 1 carry for 13. Barnes passing unofficially 15 of 22, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ahart, 11 catches for 117 yards. Gillen, 2 for 7. And Finley, 3 for 13. Again, final score 48-28 in favor of Peoria Heights. It was 20-6 after 1, 40-6 at halftime. BPC pitching the shutout in the third quarter, 14-0 advantage there, and then Peoria Heights adds a late score to put the margin at 20 at 48-20, as both teams now stand at 2-2.
Yeah, of course we've got the homecoming coming up this week against Galva.
Wildcats, I believe, 0-3 going into tonight's action.
So I can see Coach Rodis over there making his way up here, but as I said, we'll be on for that Friday night contest at approximately 10 till. We'll bring the homecoming game to you and see if we can't get the Spartans back on the winning side of things, as we started out 2-0. Now we've got a 2-game slide going.
Galva head coach, I believe, is former Macomb quarterback and former Kewanee coach Tyler Nichols.
I know Tyler.
Yep. I believe that he is now the head coach at Galva, and I believe they are in possibly their first year of 8-man as well, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not. Don't hold me to that, folks, but I believe that they are at.
We're going to step away here real quick. Dwayne's going to give us a couple of advertisements. When we come back, we'll be back with Coach Rodis.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
Joined here post-game with Coach Rodis. Coach, we were just talking about this. It almost seemed like two completely different Spartan teams. It just seemed like in the first half, just couldn't finish out the drives that we had started something, and then just kind of either a penalty or a turnover would end it. But in the second half, a different team it looked like.
Well, and we had a good long talk at half, and I can't do that every halftime, or my life's going to be very short, I think. But those guys need to come out at the beginning of the game like they came out with that fire at half. We talked about having that drive and that heart to come out and hit people and want to make plays, and they came out at halftime, like that. And I told them all from the beginning of the week, Peoria Heights is a team that you give them a little bit of confidence, you're going to have trouble. We came out that first couple series, and they scored and gave them the confidence, and then you're going to be in trouble. We talked about at the beginning of the week, we know Heights, we know how they work. We've been here a million times, it seems like, and they got the confidence. And they've got some athletes.
Right.
That quarterback is a ton to take down. Number 2 is an awesome player. They got some receivers that are doing great things, But I got a bug. Sorry. But, they're not a bad team. We just can't start a game like that and expect to win.
Yeah, and we were we were talking about that, and, you guys went down 2 scores right away. But then came right back and put points on the board, and we're like, okay, here we go. And it just seemed like after that, it was almost like it was flat again.
Yeah. I can say that a big difference at halftime is Shane Chin.
Mm-hmm.
We saw this.
Yeah, we saw it.
He had, after I got done and I got off my soapbox, he got on his soapbox and got them a little fired up, which they needed. And and I told him that last week. That's what we need from him, is hold this team together, and he's doing it. And we don't know his prognosis. Right. We don't know anything about it. But I told him no matter when he's playing, whatever, he's got to do what he's doing now, and he's doing a good job.
And we saw that on the defense, just making the tackles and the way the guys came up. I know Nate Kramer made some plays here in the second half, and he was pretty excited. Maybe a little too excited at one point. I think he got flagged for
no, okay. Else.
But that's the kind of intensity you want to see, like you said, not when you're down and going into the second half. You need to come out and play from the first snap to the last play of the game that way.
And we just talked about how much more fun that second half was. We weren't even winning. We weren't even close to winning.
Right.
But they had a lot more fun that second half, and that's the way the whole game should have been.
I might have made a snide remark up here, but I couldn't understand why you would pass on third down to begin with, and then when you try a reverse sweep pass when you're already up 28 and we intercept it and return it for a touchdown, I said, well, that's what you get from running a play like that.
Yeah, and if you want to give any credit for the toss keep that scored, that wasn't me. That was all Mr. Hensley.
And that was –
let me keep it. Let me fake the toss. We've been running toss all night. I'm like, well, we have because it's worked. But okay,
and
if you want it, go take it. And he did.
And it fooled us because we even said toss sweep. No, Hensley's keeping it. It was threw me off so much that I was trying to call it, and I literally looked at Dwayne. I'm like, I know what my brain is thinking. I can't get the words to come out to call it. And he goes, and he's like,
yeah,
right.
Yeah. And it's been successful, and we were hitting it, and he says, let me fake it. And I'm like, at this point, what's it going to hurt? And he was right on. So it's good to have a senior that can take over like that.
Right, and I thought the passing again, Jacob Brown, 2 touchdowns again on 2 catches.
Passing yardage, because it seemed like we were just.
I had 188. I said 144, but 188, and Jacob with a 54-48.
188. I don't know the last time we had 100 passing yards. I don't know if
week 2.
Did we?
Because I told you set records for 8-man football.
Yeah, but he only had.
Well, Brown, had a 90 and a 72 a week 2. So I mean, we've gotten close to another record here for BPC.
But, no, we just got to find a way. And I told these guys I really hesitated. These guys played 2 really good teams off the bat. And I really hesitated showing them film, and because they just didn't look like they had it all put together. They were going against some really good teams. Those other teams had a lot of players. Sounds like Flanagan's got over around 50 players, and
that's a lot for 8.
Yeah, right. And they just kind of, took it to them, and they're watching it on film. It's like, this is going to be,
Right.
Well, guess what? We just rode an hour and 15 minutes and found out they're not like that.
Right. Well, Coach, you started out 2 wins in the season, 2-game skid now coming into this week. A lot of distractions this week with being homecoming coming up. I know, I just had to bring it up for you.
Thanks. It just ruined my evening even worse.
You got all the distractions for homecoming coming up. How hard do you think it'll be to get these kids focused on what the reason why you're even having homecoming?
Well, if we don't have focus this week, we're in trouble. Yeah, I don't think we were focused when we got here. I don't think we were focused when we took off. So if we don't have focus this week, we're in trouble no matter what Galva looks like. We just killed ourselves there in that first half more than anything with a penalty, a bad snap, guys not running routes they were supposed to, running backs not going where they were supposed to. A lot of mistakes. If we're not focused, it don't matter who we're playing. We're not winning.
Coach,
so we're going to be in trouble.
We appreciate you making the long walk up here, and we all got the long drive to go home. So
right.
We thank you for joining us.
You guys do.
Thanks,
I'll
Coach.
make the trip up here no matter what. I think what you guys are doing is important, and all the people at home watching, I thank them because this is great for you guys to be able to get it to them.
I appreciate that.
Well, Coach, we thank you, and we'll see you next Friday for homecoming.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Coach Rodis here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show.
Well, Chris, I don't really think there's too much more to say tonight. 48-28 final here from Peoria Heights High School.
Nope.
As we said, homecoming this week with Galva. See if we can get off this 2-game snide.
And like Coach Rodis said, I think it's going to be key. We kind of got punched in the mouth the last 2 games in the first half. We got to come out with the intensity we saw here to start the third quarter and carry that all the way through. Or like you said, you're going to be in trouble if you can't play 32 minutes of football and play with intensity. Things are not going to typically go well for you.
Right. Yeah. Playing the second half only isn't going to get you anywhere.
Right.
Well, we appreciate you guys checking us out tonight. And once again, for Chris Frankhauser, I'm Jeff Borders, and we will see you Friday night for homecoming. Have a good weekend.
Thanks.